Everyone has a favorite Ronaldinho moment. Ask any football fan who watched the game between 2003 and 2006. And they will tell you, without hesitating, a free kick, a no-look pass, a bicycle kick, a smile so wide it looked like he was having more fun than anyone who had ever played the sport. And the truth is, he probably was. But here is the thing most people get wrong about Ronaldinho. They remember the joy and forget the genius. And those are two very different things. By the time Barcelona signed him in the summer of 2003, the club was in a genuinely dark place. They had not won La Liga in 6 seasons. They were being outspent and outplayed by a Real Madrid side with Zidane, Ronaldo, Figo, Beckham and Raul all in the same squad. And the fan base was restless in a way that only a club of that size and expectation can be. Ronaldinho walked in, smiled, and single-handedly changed the entire atmosphere of the place. In his very first season, he scored 15 goals and delivered 14 assists in La Liga alone.
Right, it's placed absolutely perfect. You get that? I mean, everything's set that he's going to hit it. I just wonder if they're kidding us on.
What, all of 30 yards?
Which for an attacking midfielder in that era was extraordinary output, but the numbers were almost beside the point because what he was doing was making football look like something it had never looked like before. His second season at the club was the one that rewrote history. Barcelona won La Liga for the first time since 1998, and Ronaldinho was the reason. He won the Ballon d'Or that year, and he won the FIFA World Player of the Year award, the two biggest individual prizes in football in the same season, and both were completely uncontested because there was genuinely no debate about who the best player on the planet was. The year after that, he went even further, inspiring Barcelona,
as well as the FIFA Pro World Player of the Year. Spoke about his professional and personal.
Won victory over Arsenal in the final in Paris. 94 goals in 207 appearances for the club across 5 seasons. 14 Champions League goals, 2 La Liga titles, a Champions League, and 2 FIFA World Player of the Year awards. That is the statistical summary, but statistics have never really been the right language for talking about Ronaldinho. The moment that defines him better than any trophy came on the 19th of November 2005 at the Santiago Bernabeu. El Clásico, Real Madrid's own ground. 65,000 fans who had turned up to watch their team and despised the opposition. Ronaldinho scored 2 solo goals that evening. The kind where defenders simply ran out of ideas and started physically looking at each other for an answer that neither of them had. And when the second one went in, the Real Madrid crowd did something they had never done for any Barcelona player in living memory. They stood up and applauded him. Not reluctantly, not politely, genuinely. A full standing ovation from 65,000 people who had come to watch him lose. Diego Maradona in 1983 was the only other Barcelona player who had ever received that. Think about what it takes to make your opponent's fans forget which side they're on. And here is where the story takes a turn that most highlight reels quietly leave out. Because Ronaldinho's relationship with greatness was complicated by his relationship with himself. After the 2006 World Cup in Germany, where a bloated and unbalanced Brazil squad ran out in the quarterfinals to France without Ronaldinho contributing a single goal or moment of any significance, something shifted. The nightlife, the parties, the lack of discipline that PSG manager Luis Fernandez had warned about years earlier, it all started catching up with him. Barcelona saw it happening, Ricard lost the ability to control it, and the player who had made the Bernabeu crowd applaud him slowly became someone who was turning up late to training. He left for AC Milan in 2008.
Ronaldinho!
Was part of their Serie A winning squad in 2010 to 2011 and showed flashes of what he had been. But the peak was gone and everyone knew it. His return to Brazil with Flamengo and then Atlético Mineiro gave him a different kind of love, and his 2012 season with Mineiro was genuinely brilliant, helping them win the Copa Libertadores, South America's equivalent of the Champions League, and earning the Brazilian Championship's Best Player award at 32 years old in a way that reminded everyone watching what was still in there underneath everything. And then there's the Brazil story, which deserves its own chapter. The 2002 World Cup in Korea and Japan, a young Ronaldinho joining Ronaldo and Rivaldo in one of the most devastating attacking trios the tournament has ever seen. He scored a free kick from 40 yards out against England that looped over David Seaman in a moment so audacious that the goalkeeper spent years trying to explain how it beat him. Brazil won the tournament. Ronaldinho was named in the All-Star squad, and the world had its first full look at what was coming. He retired internationally in 2011 with 97 caps and 33 goals, having won the World Cup, 2 Confederations Cups, a Copa America, and enough individual awards to fill a room. And he finished with something very few players in the history of the sport can claim, which is that the people who watched him play feel genuinely lucky that they did.